All right, Nick. As the Green Bay Packers have moved on from Devontae Adams and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, there's a big hole left on the offensive side of the ball. Those are two guys who got most of Rodgers' passes the last few seasons. And Green Bay has a lot of different receivers. I think they've taken an approach to give everybody the opportunity to step up and try to fill that role. And the big question is, who is going to fill that role? And I think you have more on this.
Yeah, so obviously the Packers drafted Christian Watson in the second round and then later drafted Romeo Doubs, the wide receiver in Nevada. So those are two of the younger guys, two rookies that they're hoping to come in and contribute. A veteran, Aaron Rodgers, who was a rookie last year, reporting from SportsIllustrated.com's Fan Nation, saying he is much more confident than he was last year and that he's really looking forward to compete for a major role in the offense. And then one veteran they added in free agency, Sami Watkins, drew the attention of Aaron Rodgers. According to Packers Wire, Aaron Rodgers said there's definitely going to be opportunities for Sami Watkins in the Packers offense. So obviously, like you said, there's going to be an all hands on deck approach to the Packers receiving core. But before we go too deep into that, we're asking all the fans watching this, comment below which Packers wide receiver you are looking forward to seeing having the biggest impact this season. And really interested to see what you think. Comment below with your thoughts. But Miles, let's go ahead and take a deep look into the Packers wide receiving core and really break down where a lot of this production is going to come from.
Yeah, Nick. So when I look at the receivers on this roster, I immediately think, Sami Watkins, Randall Cobb, two older veterans. You kind of know what you're going to get from those guys. Sami Watkins has come in. He's going to be productive, but he's not going to be a number one or even really a number two guy for you. Randall Cobb is there as a comfort for Aaron Rodgers, a familiar face, so to speak. He's definitely not going to be a number one or number two guy for you. So it's up to the young guys, whether it's Watson, Doubs, Rodgers, or even, Alan Lazard or Tunyon or anybody like that. But I think we're going to see one of these three or multiple committee approach of these three younger guys really take the step to be the biggest jump in production. I think you always get out of Sami Watkins and Randall Cobb what you expect. You're going to get surprised by one of these three guys. I don't know if it's going to be Amari Rodgers, Christian Watson, or Romeo Doubs, but it'll be one of them. What do you think?
Well, you brought the point about, three guys filling the role. So the Packers last year had three wide receiver formations, one running back, one tight end, three wide receivers. That was their number one formation. They ran that 61% of their time. So obviously three wide receivers is where most of it's going to come from. You brought up a good point about Cobb and Watkins being the veterans. I kind of think Randall Cobb's probably going to be that guy. And look, Cobb is a veteran. He's a good player, but you can't ask him to improve too much on his production from last year. He caught 28 balls and 5 scores. That's pretty solid for a guy his age with his experience. You can't really ask him to take on too much more than that. So the obvious young guy is Christian Watson. Obviously, their high second-round draft pick. They're expecting a lot out of him. You and I have seen a lot of Packers fans talk to us, say, listen, he's going to be a big play guy. He's a big, strong guy, runs really fast. And maybe he will be eventually. But they need him right out the gate to be the high-volume, high-productivity guy. In order to replace a combined, 149 receptions, 105 first downs between Devontae Adams and MVS last year. They need a guy like Watson to come in and be that 75, 85 catch guy, the move the chains, the quick slants, the quick outs, those, middle intermediate dig routes. They need a lot of that from Watson. And when it comes to the other guy, that third receiver role, I don't really trust Amari Rodgers. I really don't. He only caught 4 passes last year. I understand it's Rodgers. He's a veteran. It takes time to earn that trust. But I really would have expected more from Rodgers last year and, him to be faster out the gate. He played at Clemson. That's basically an NFL program. You think he'd be battle tested and ready. I'm really counting on Romeo Doubs, to make a big impact more as a downfield threat with Rodgers and the Packers this season.
Yeah, so it'll be a combination of Christian Watson or Romeo Doubs as like a 1 and a 2, and then a Watkins and a Randall Cobb filling in that three slot. Receiving wise, and then obviously they have the tight end Robert Tunyon, who's gonna be productive as well. But I like you're saying, Watson. I think obviously, on paper, he's big, he's fast, he was productive in college, but you're making a jump, and even the jump from Nevada to the NFL is a little bit less than the jump from North Dakota State to the NFL, a predominantly running-based team as well. So I would see early in the season, Dubs jump off the screen at you. You see a lot of impressive stuff from him. I think Watson will be a slow starter, but I do think by the end of the season, Watson may overtake him. That's just kind of my thought on it, a generality of it. But I'm thinking Dubs early, Watson late, and that's how I'm going to shoot it. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a great point. And the whole point about having Cobb and Watkins kind of dueling it out in the slot, both these guys are veterans towards the end of their career. So obviously injuries are a risk and a concern with those kind of guys. So having two veteran guys in that role, especially as a role that Rodgers really likes. And let's not forget Allen Lazard is there, a quality depth guy, quality red zone target. So when you factor that in as well, you have enough of the key pieces to kind of get that 20 to 30 catches. If a guy misses a few games, can come in and be productive. But like you said, I agree 100%. Watson's your number one. Dubs is your number two, but Dubs will come out the gate pretty hot and heavy, especially since a lot of people are probably imagining that a guy like Watson will be the Packers' number one target. Dubs will probably get a lot of favorable matchups, and Rodgers will definitely take advantage of that.
All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.